Hello. Hello. How's everybody doing today? I'm so happy to be here at the open source stage with all my friends and family and the best Bitcoiners. This is the best part of the Bitcoin conference, and I'm just honored to be on this stage. Where's the thing? Oh, yes. Today I'm going to talk to you about, this is kind of a clickbaity title, Layer 2 mempools, I called it. What the hell is a Layer 2 mempool? I don't know, I just made that up. Let me start with a really quick introduction. My name is Wiz. I grew up working in data centers as a network engineer, and I ran a bunch of networks, and nowadays I mostly just run things like, well, I'm honored to be one of the 9 Bitcoin DNS seed operators in the world. So when you start a new Bitcoin node, you get a list of peers from my server, and I run a bunch of other sites like Bitcoin TV, Bitcoin Only, Bisqueaky, things like this, and do a number of other community projects like publishing books in Japan and running meetups. It's great to be a full-time Bitcoiner, and I love it. But my main project and full-time job is working on the mempool open source project and running the mempool.space instance for the community. It's such an honor and responsibility that we take very seriously doing this project. It started, this is a quick review, it started in 2018. The mempool got full in 2018. This is a tweet from Pierre Rochard's account. This is probably the first screenshot of mempool space on the internet that I could find. And this is cool because the mempool was full, and it's very rare to see this screenshot. Soft Simon, my co-founder on the project, actually launched it a little bit later, maybe a month or two later after that initial screenshot. He got the 3D blocks going here. But the interesting thing about this screenshot compared to the last one is that the mempool had cleared out by then, and everyone kind of forgot about the mempool when mempool space was officially launched. And so that was around the time when I realized, I saw this website, and I realized the genius that went into this invention of visualizing the mempool as projected blocks, because up until this point, everyone had just focused on the blockchain. Nobody had visualized the mempool like this before. And it was such a genius invention that you could do real-time transaction tracking in the mempool. What's going on? So I immediately reached out to Soft Simon. I said, let's collaborate on this. Let's make an open source project together. And so we did. We created the GitHub account and the Twitter account and moved it to my servers. And we started to think, what do we really want to build here? What is the main problems that we want to solve? What are we doing? Everyone knows our friend Catan, 1 sat per vbyte maximalist. He's going to die on this hill. Rip. And I love the guy. It was common knowledge at the time that you could always do 1 sat per vbyte, just wait, and it would get confirmed, usually in the next block even, because the mempool was just empty all the time. And so one of the main things that we're trying to solve is educating the entire Bitcoin community that this is not true. You cannot always do 1 sat per vbyte. Eventually, there will be a market for space in Bitcoin's blockchain, and this fee market, space market, it's coming, and it's coming soon. When? We don't know. But eventually, maybe it takes 5 years, maybe it takes 10 years, we knew it was going to happen, and so we started working on this project to solve the issue of what we called Bitcoin's migration to a multi-layer ecosystem. And it was just simply because in the entire Bitcoin history, there was only maybe 3 or 4 times. This is only really the 4th time, the past few weeks here at the end of the chart, where the mempool became relevant. And the earliest Bitcoin community members, this is such a great quote from Hal Finney, Bitcoin itself cannot scale to have every transaction in the blockchain. There needs to be a secondary level of payment. And so we know that Bitcoin is migrating to a multi-layer ecosystem, and we want to help the community do this. And so how are we going to do that? Well, we make a mempool explorer with the projected blocks, and this allows you to do very accurate fee estimation, very accurate real-time transaction tracking. But more importantly, we're kind of reinventing the concept of what is a Bitcoin explorer. We have basically visualizing the mempool as layer 0. When your transaction gets confirmed into the blockchain, you're now in the base layer, layer 1. And if you open the Lightning channel with that transaction, you want to be able to see what channel got opened. And so we started developing Bitcoin's first multi-layer explorer. And more importantly, we wanted to serve this to the community on our own infrastructure without using any trusted third parties. And we've done that. In the past maybe 2-3 years now, we've leased space in many data centers around the world, and we've built our own ISP, built our own network, built our own switches and server infrastructure, and we're entirely self-hosting mempool space for the community. And this is a lot of hard work went into this, and so it's great to see it pay off. But secondly, we're also going to publish the open source software out there for everyone to easily self-host on their own Raspberry Pi app stores. It's so nice to just use Umbro, thank you, Raspberry Blitz, whatever you're using, just one click, install, and you've got your own mempool instance on all the major Raspberry Pi distributions. So that's one of the things that we're really proud of is all the open source integrations with the community over the past 5 years. Every wallet, every exchange, every mining pool is integrating with the project in some way, shape, or form, and it's a huge responsibility. We recently rolled out the mining dashboard and also a lightning dashboard, so now we've kind of accomplished the initial goals of creating this multi-layer ecosystem. And more recently, we had our shadowy supercoder Mononaut implement this really cool block visualization for us, which we later expanded into a block audit feature. And this allows us to essentially audit what mining pools are putting into their blocks and further monitor the fee network, the fee market that's developing in Bitcoin. We can know exactly what's added or what's missing, or if there's censorship, what's going on. And this has been a very valuable tool to a lot of miners recently. And it's all kind of building on top of each other to further the project, further the community. It's like we're gaining more and more momentum. I think up until a few weeks ago, we had around 1 million or 1.5 million users on the site every month, and we were very, very happy. And tons of new contributors on GitHub and everything. But the past few weeks, the site has just exploded with, I don't know what's going on, ordinals, BRC20 token, whatever, shitcoins, but they're pumping the fee market so hard that now we have several million users on the website every month, and all the investment that we made in this infrastructure and servers and everything is really starting to pay off because we're able to meet that demand. And even when other projects, very well funded companies like Blockstream, we see blockstream.info or blockchain.com, they're having trouble keep the site on. We're really proud of not having any downtime yet. And it's gone great so far. But now, this kind of represents a major milestone in the project where we're finally ready to take it to the next level, because everyone always asks, okay, cool project, but how are you going to make money? How are you going to monetize this project? Are you just going to put ads on there? Are you going to sell gift cards? Like, what is the business model of mempool space? And we actually announced this years ago on podcasts. We did press releases with different people years ago, but nobody really paid attention or cared because the mempool was empty and it wasn't time, it wasn't ripe of a market to launch our business model. But now, I'm very happy to announce mempool space is launching Bitcoin's first transaction acceleration marketplace. And there have been transaction accelerators before, operated by a few mining pools here and there, but what we're launching is an entirely new concept where, I mean, to put it very simply, if you ever had your transaction stuck in the mempool, don't you wish you could just call the CEO of Bitcoin and have him confirm it in the next block? Well, now you can. And the way we implement this is that you're tracking your transaction on our website, and you've paid too small of a fee, or maybe you did use a very well-funded fee, but for whatever reason your transaction gets buried before it gets confirmed, and you can't do RBF or you can't do CPFB. There's a number of reasons why people mess up their wallets, or maybe you want to remove some uncertainty from your business model. There's a lot of reasons. Essentially, whenever the mempool gets full, Simon and I get 9,000 DMs saying, hey, can you please confirm my transaction? I've been waiting 20 minutes, and they're very angry at us. Like, you should see the emails we get. And so this is another project we worked very hard on over the past couple of years. We're calling it Mempool Accelerator. And I think the best way to show this product, show this service to you guys, is to just give the world's first demo. This is something we just got working very recently, just a couple days ago. And so we called our good friend in Australia. He's we needed a low fee transaction to test this product. So we called up Catan at midnight. Said, "Hey,
all right,
Catan,
Catan, thanks for joining us all the way from Australia. I know it's late there, but we really appreciate you sending us this one sat. Going to put it into the broadcast box here. And bam, look at that, 1 sat per V-byte. When is that projected to confirm? Never. It's so... Oh, I see, because you got like a dust limit thing. So yeah, ETA is very, very not anytime soon. So let's go to our secret development server and look up that transaction. So on our development server here, we have this cool accelerate button, and it takes you to the mempool accelerator. So if you're logged in and you have sats in your account, you can see the next block fee is currently 88 sats per V-byte, but you only paid 1 because you're Catan. Of course, you only paid 1, and it's going to cost you a little bit to accelerate it. So let's go ahead and accelerate. Wow, your transaction is being accelerated. So now let's go back to the real-time tracking here. So the real-time tracking doesn't have the cool arrow effect yet, but as soon as we get a block from one of our mining pool partners, it should be confirmed. So this is the boring part because it might take hours, but yeah, I guess we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for the confirmation, but it could be any minute, right?
A few minutes later.
3 minutes later.
Wow.
There you go. 1 confirmation.
Bro.
Seriously? So that is on the mempool?
I mean, verified on your own node. Don't trust me.
Yes, that's
Catan didn't believe us. He thought we had made a fake website or something just to troll him.
Yeah, I think, Catan, we're really honored to have your transaction as the first transaction accelerated on the mempool accelerator. Thank you very much for helping us with this.
No worries. Thank you.
All right, good night, bro.
Good night, man.
See you later.
So that's it. Bitcoin's first transaction acceleration marketplace, verified by Catan. Doesn't matter what fee you use, even a 0 fee transaction, you send your transaction to mempool.space and it gets stuck. We're going to be able to accelerate it no problem for a very reasonable fee, value for value. We're not going to ruin the project by adding any advertisements or selling your data to some chain surveillance companies. We're going to keep the project pure and monetize it in an ethical way so we can continue to fund the development. And we're going to be launching this sometime later this year. Right now, this is just a proof of concept demo with our mining pool partners. We'll probably do another talk in a few weeks at the next conference, going into more technical details of how it works. This is just kind of the announcement of our new business model. But we're very excited and very honored to be able to announce it here in Miami for you guys. So stay tuned for more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miami, for the last 3 years in this amazing city. The whole world shut down, but Miami welcomed us with open arms. We want to show Bitcoin to the whole world. We are taking the conference on the road to set the stage for Bitcoin in a new city. Nashville. Bitcoin 2024 is coming to Nashville in Tennessee, a city that is known as a music and freedom city. Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville from July 25th to 27th.